channels.
So this is the problem I'm having with this iPhone. This is a 3G iPhone. It's an older model. Um, my wife was having a problem with it. See, it just keeps restarting and just keeps going like that, right? And when you plug it in to iTunes, which I have this phone plugged in, so I'm not going to plug it in. But anyway, when you have it plugged in, it seems to work better, but it keeps clicking on and off. It'll take pictures by itself. Um, uh, you can slide it to where you can turn it on and use it and stuff, but it'll randomly turn off. It'll randomly give you the selection to turn off. You know, the one up here at the top where you can turn the phone off. You can't actually physically turn it off. And if you do, it's not for long periods of time. So I'm going to take it apart and see if maybe it's the power button sticking or something's going on up there or whatever. This button here is not working. Hasn't for a long time to turn off the ringer and all that stuff. So how would we do that? How do we take this apart? So up here, you take out your SIM card, which I already did, right? And then at the bottom here, yeah, I took out a screw here, and then there's another one over here. So I'm going to take those out, and I'll get back to you. I cracked the screen. So, oh well. I was trying to pry it up here. I'm wrong. Pry it down here, where the screws are. That's why I cracked the screen. So I won't be posting. Okay, I got better light on this now, and I pried this up. Okay. So inside here, right back there, you see the 1 and 2? Okay, we need to pry those up. And a lot of the time the 1, we'll see, it just popped up, right? But the number 2, you get a little screwdriver and you put it right in front, right there. If I had 2 hands, this would be better, but right in front of the 2, below where that little blue square area is, right below the 2. You just put a little screwdriver in there and pry that up. Right, and let me do that. Number 2 is up. Now, right behind that, oh, it came out actually easily. But see that little white tab right there? You'd normally have to pry that up, and then that back one, let me put this down. Then that back one would come off. So you have the 1 and 2, and then this other one directly below the 2, this one, 3, right? That little tab goes in. Here, I got 2 hands now. Goes in that little tiny tab there. Let's see if I can pry it up so I can show you guys. Oops. Let me focus. Sorry, this is really difficult. So anyway, that. See? Ta-da! That pries up and that third plug comes out that way. Okay? Alright. So once you've removed the the screen tabs and stuff, like there was one here, one there, one there, then you're going to want to remove all these other ones here. And you got to remove them all in order, okay? So you had 1, 2, 3 there. Then you need to pry up number 4, right? And so I already did that, pried it up from there. And then 6, this little one here. Sorry, let me tap to get a little focus. Actually, 4, 5, which is this one. And then 6 is this little tiny one here too. Okay? And that'll allow you to get at the motherboard, which is this thing here. And then behind this is a battery. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off all the 7 screws. Now you got a screw here, and it says "Do not remove," or yeah, I think it says "Do not remove." Once you remove that, your warranty is void. This is a 3G though, and I don't have a warranty on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna remove it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just under this, there's 7. Okay, so let's remove I've removed all the screws. Now what you want to do is you want to pry the motherboard up. I know that sounds really bad, but it's not. So basically, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm not going to be able to do it with one hand, so or maybe I can. No, I can't. So basically, you want to try to pry it from right over here, and see where that this blue stuff is. That's going to come up with it. So don't try to go in between this and the blue stuff, because there's like a little ledge right here. You see that? Okay. You want to pry this whole thing up. Okay? And be careful when you do, though, because the camera is still going to be attached, and there's a little screw right here that you need to remove to remove the camera. So let's go ahead and remove this, and then Alright, so I pried it up, and be careful, I was saying, because right behind here, you see that little black thing right there, a little black square, a little tiny one there. That is the connection for the camera. So you're going to need to pry that up like you did all these other ones, like this one here. And that should be attached to the camera. So see, that was that black thing. Black thing right there was connected to right here. So I pulled it off, and there you have it. Oops. Probably don't want to do that. You might burn your motherboard. But anyway, there's the motherboard, an iPhone motherboard. And then here is the battery. You can replace all these parts. This is what's cool, right? So anyway, you have the camera here, the connector for the camera. So let's go to the next phase. Let's try to take off the camera, because remember, we're trying to get to this button here so I can try to clean it or see what's wrong. Now we remove this screw here, which I already have it almost all the way unscrewed, and more than one piece comes out. Okay, so let's see if I can do it with one hand here. And I have a magnetic screwdriver, which really helps. And then, let's see if we can just, because I have everything unplugged from it now, so pry it up a little right here. Alright, there we go. There is the camera. Hey, it's pointing back at me. So anyway, so I have not gotten this far yet, so I don't really know what to expect. So I'm going to look at it, and I'll get back to the video. Alright, so you want to remove these screws here. So you have one here and one here. Let's do that. Alright, so I've gotten this off, and right behind it, see, it's that little bar, it holds it in there, the button in there. So if I push the button right now, it would just pop out. I cleaned it all behind here. That's the actual depressor, or the button, but you can basically push it, and that's how it turns on and off. I don't know if you can hear that, but anyway, so it all seems to be working properly, which kind of sucks, because it wasn't dirty. I was hoping I was going to find something under there that would be the cause of the problem. So I'm going to put the screws back in. And alright, so I've troubleshooted as much as I can with the know-how that I have. and all the wires and stuff around. I can't find anything wrong with it other than the switch up here was a little dirty on the inside, so I'm hoping that might be the problem. So I'm going to put it back together and we'll see. Alright, time to put the hard drive back in. So you're going to want to slide it in there, but remember that camera needs to be connected to this side right up there. So when you put it on, you're going to need to make sure that that is on the other side, and then you, sorry you guys about the camera view, but you basically clip it on down there. So I'm going to do that, and then camera's connected. Now we just need to make sure that everything lines up. Probably should be doing this with two hands, but I'm trying to show you guys. So anyway, I'm going to put it on, and then I'll be acting better. I cracked the screen. Boo-hoo. I can replace that if I want to. This is an old phone. But basically, it seems to be working. The only thing is that I think I need to get a new, like, all the button sets, because this is like one piece. All these buttons here, the off button, this button up here, they're all like connected. And so I think I need a new one because it's sensitive. If you mess with the top, sometimes it'll go off, like the screen will go off when you mess with this top button. See? I didn't push it in. See? I'm actually just bending it. Let's see. See? Like pushing it forward at me. And it's acting like crazy. So anyway, it's real sensitive. So I think I need to get a new one of those, which I don't know that I'm really willing to do that for this phone. But I hope this video helps someone else. If you have any questions or any comments or anything, feel free to post them. Anyway, God bless. And I hope this helps. Alright, bye.